honestly, there have just been some people who have been annoying me up and down our Instagram timelines, especially TikTok, and that's Jennifer Lopez, Kandi Burruss, and Chrisean Rock's friends. And I'm gonna tell you why. Jennifer, we loved you. We really loved you. When you were just lip syncing Ashanti songs, we was grooving with you.
And I'm really kind of nervous about it because, like I said, it's the first time I wrote a melody. So I didn't know if it was good, although it sounded good in my ear.
We had a great time, and then you had to keep on trying to make yourself this type of icon. Just let the other people do it for you. You ain't supposed to write and make and produce your own documentary. People supposed to do that for you. And Chrisean Rock friends, from what I understand, the baby is supposed to be with somebody in the camp. I don't know if it's Marsh. I don't know if it's Smiley.
Junior is not in CPS.
I don't know who the baby is supposed to be with, but the baby is not with CPS. Allegedly, that's false news. And Kandi Burruss, she said she was on Ozempic, and then she got depressed because Ozempic wasn't helping her lose weight, but everybody else around her was losing weight. So then she started getting on hydroxycut. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that. This is gonna be a really quick one, I think, because I just want to get them off my brain. But what's up, my friends, and welcome back once again to the Just Case and Friends. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Case and Bread. Now you already know what I'm gonna ask you to do. Go ahead, like the video, comment your thoughts down below. Were you a J-Lo fan? Were you into J-Lo when she thought she was, might I say, African-American Negro? Remember she was up there dancing with Ja Rule and him? R-U-L-E. And we were like, is she saying, are you ready? Did she say, are you ready? No, she said, R-U-L-E. Oh, let me know. And then if you feel any type of way about Chrisean Rock's friends, I don't really think they her friends for real, but tell me what you think down in the comments as well. And when it comes to Kandi girl, I love you. But you know what? Let's start with Kandi. Kandi, how you gonna sit up here, talk about how you had gained all this weight at the top of the year? You said, I don't want to be this weight, but I'm already 10 pounds over. So
okay, after I left Housewives, I was eating good, living good. Now, mind you, I was already 10 pounds over my desired weight at the top of the year. But then when I stopped, when I announced that I was not going to do Housewives anymore, I was like eating dessert every day, taking trips, just living it up. And before I knew it, I was like 170 some pounds. And the people made a comment like, oh, Kandi gained weight. And that was it for me. At that point, I was like, okay, something about turning 48. I was like, I definitely want to live my best life, but I want to be one of those chicks that always, you can never tell my age by the way I look.
You tried Ozempic?
So last year I tried it. It was a ton of girls that I had knew and seen. I mean, I think Marlo talked about it on our reunion that year. And I saw so many people that were trying it and it was losing weight. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. And I didn't lose any weight. And everybody kept trying to say, oh, something must be wrong. Oh, you need a higher dosage. Oh, this, oh, that. And, my doctor was like, I don't know what the problem is. I'm not seeing this in other people. But over time, I did have one or two other friends that were having that same thing. Like, it didn't curb my appetite. I know some people like, oh, I can't eat. Not me. I was eating appetizer, regular meal, and dessert. Okay? It didn't stop anything for me. So you can look at my timeline and see, like, from last summer to this summer, you saw I gained. I didn't lose anything. So I was like, it doesn't work for everybody. And it's okay. Like, for the people, like, the sad thing about it is when you see it work for other people and it doesn't work for you, it makes you depressed. Like, realistically, it makes you feel like, what is wrong with me? Why is it not working for me? And then I was just like, forget it. I'm not even going to worry about it. And then, like I said, I was living my best life, eating more, gaining more. And then finally, when I was like, okay, you know what? I can't allow myself to just go crazy to get to the point of no return to where I'm really sad and depressed. So let me catch a hold of this. Now, Kenya, on the other hand, she did do hydroxycut. She really, I don't know if you guys noticed, but last year she had got slimmed down really. And I know she was not just doing hydroxycut. She had a trainer, she was eating right. So I was like, okay, in my younger years when I used to work out and needed, like extra help to curb my appetite, I did use hydroxycut. And I wanted to know, like, okay, is the formulas change? Is it the same? How am I gonna feel? So what I did was, after I saw that lady make the comment, My team, they reached out to the hydroxycut team, and we worked it out. So I started off just changing my eating habits and using hydroxycut twice a day, and I've lost 10 pounds in like 3.5 weeks. Okay.
Look, yes, that's pretty great.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good now, and I was dancing in rehearsals and stuff too. So now I'm about to add a workout plan. I talked to a trainer. He's putting together a good workout plan for me. So I'm going to, while I'm on tour, make the most of the gyms at the hotels, and I'm going to work out so many days a week. Continue to stick to the eating correctly and hydroxycut, and see how it goes.
So you went ahead, went on vacations, was eating like crazy, got on Ozempic, still was eating, and was wondering why you wasn't losing weight. When you take a weight loss drug, you're supposed to also supplement it with dieting and exercising. You can't take a weight loss drug and still do the same things you were doing before. I feel like Kandi's issue is she's not finding a diet and an exercise plan that actually works for her. However, girl, you got a whole bunch of money. Like, you're able to reenact TikToks at a high level, or reenact scenes from people's reality shows or whatever's buzzing at the time at a high level on your TikTok account. You telling me you can't get no meal prep person? You can't get no chef? You can't get no trainer that's gonna be at your house as soon as your eyes open? You can't get none of that? Because you should have been done slimmed down. Like, at first I was feeling sorry for her because she sounded really sad in her interview. She was like, you know, all my friends are losing weight, and then there's me. I can't lose weight to save my life. It's like, I'm just eating. I'm going to Applebee's. I'm going to Chili's. I'm going to Steak and Shake, and I'm taking Ozempic, and it's not working for me. And I don't understand because all my other friends got thin. You know, Marlo said she took it, and that's what helped her lose weight at the last reunion. Marlo is on, I know one when I see one. Unless you want to get on that boogie sugar, Kandi, you gonna have to get your tail out there and get to the gym. You gonna have to eat right. I know y'all be having deep fried everything. You can't do deep fried everything. You've had more children. You're in your later years. You know, girl, you gotta take care of yourself. And I thought, this might be a way for her to promote hydroxycut, because right after she was talking about how Ozempic did not work for her, she started talking about hydroxycut and how hydroxycut was going to help her with this. And in the last 3 weeks, she's already lost 10 pounds. Hydroxycut. I said, I ain't heard hydroxycut since about 06, 07. But you on hydroxycut now? So did you really try Ozempic or did you not? Is this just a partnership that you made with hydroxycut and you promised to promote them? Because even in her interview, she was like, I called my team and I told them I wasn't able to lose weight, and they called hydroxycut's team and got me everything that I needed. Well, girl, isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient that you could just call up hydroxycut and tell them everything you need? They can get that over to you. But you can't call up no trainers, no meal prep people, no chefy people, no people who just be helping you along with your health and your nutrition and your understanding of how to regulate yourself so you're not eating everything that comes in sight. You tell me you couldn't call nobody for that? Kandi girl, I don't feel sorry for you now. At first I did, but now I don't. Now I just feel like you're trying to play us, and we don't like it. We don't like it. When I seen J-Lo at the airport trying to check into Spirit Airlines, I said, girl, now you're trying to be too down. Now you're trying to be too down. And I wasn't even going to talk about it because I felt like she was old news when she was doing that. I was running down the street, you know, just a little 14-year-old airhead with nowhere to go, no home, no parents, no friends, no sisters, no brothers. And I looked just like this.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the walk.
Dang, so you had unhealthy hair all your life? So not even with making you a little money could you get something. They can make you J-Lo perfume, J-Lo clothes, J-Lo. They couldn't make you a shampoo conditioner set because your hair should be down your back. It should be down your back. I don't know how it's so short. Especially if you be staying on your nutrition. I don't know why your hair looked like that. That was one of the main irritating parts for me of her sitting on that bench, because your hair looks like that. Why you even put that in there? Your hair look bad. You don't look old. You look decrepit. You don't look right. Something don't look right about that scene. And then Amazon had the nerve to keep on promoting that specific clip for the whole documentary. So you know that's the only reason why we watched it. Then we watching the documentary. In every other sentence, she's very mean to the people around her. She's very delusional about who she is to other people. When she thought she could call up celebrities and they would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna go to my sister's wedding because I want to be at J-Lo's stupid documentary. I said, girl, who do you think you are? You ain't Jesus. You ain't God. You're just J-Lo. You done got, girl. Then when she had that memorabilia box of her and Ben, I said, Ain't enough money in this damn world. You could pay me to hold on to memorabilia from 20 years ago to a man who got married, had children, and all that. Ain't no amount of money you could pay me to hold on to that. When she pulled that out, I said, oh girl, you're weird obsessed. You done made up a whole image of who Ben is in your head, and that's what you holding on to. And that brings me to my next point. Ain't no way I'm gonna be with a man who done broke off our engagement. No, not happening. Not at all. No. You can't convince me otherwise. Now I might take a trip or two with him. I'm about to get tied in with a man who said, oh, never mind on us getting married. And then I'm going to get re-engaged to him, have this dreamlike wedding, say all this crazy stuff. You know, people say.
I've been married 4 times now. I'm sure people watching from the outside were like, what is this fucking girl's problem?
I'm glad we could admit that part, but I don't think that you still see the problem in your ways. Because at this point, this ain't nobody else, J-Lo. This you. There's something wrong with you. You like toxic relationships because you left Alex to get back with Ben. I don't know why you lying. So her and Alex Rodriguez, the baseball player who I would have gave a job to, they were together. They were engaged. A month before her and Ben got back together, her and Alex broke up. Then Ben and J-Lo are spotted out in the public, which is weird to me because she's pushing for this media attention between them. Even that documentary, her album, everything has been surrounded around her and Ben. And that's the very reason why they broke off the engagement in the first place, was because of too much media attention, too many paparazzis. It was just taking a strain on their relationship. So why would you put y'all right back in the spotlight? And Ben don't ever look happy. He always looks stressed. And when he talks about her, it's like he's talking about her being stupid without saying she don't got no common sense. Like I don't know how she's not catching that he's not really as invested as she is. She's way too invested in him, which is unattractive. Her album flopped. I said, girl, you know why? Because we don't give a damn about that relationship. We want to hear what happened between you and Diddy. Tell us, girl, what kind of purse did you have when you stoked that blicky in there? Tell us, what was y'all driving? Was you drunk? Was you drinking at all? Because usually if I'm in the passenger side, girl, I got me a white styrofoam cup having a good time, okay? Because I ain't got to be responsible. So what was you doing? That's what we wanted to hear about. We didn't want to hear about you and Ben and having another love. We don't care. We just don't care. Now, rumor has it, she's supposed to be going into debt because of this potential divorce. They sold their house, they whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, $400 million, J-Lo? Because that's what she worth. If you about to go into debt, girl, it don't cost you nothing to downsize. It don't cost you nothing to downsize. So J-Lo really been getting on my nerves because she's still been out here being stupid, dancing and stuff, being off key.
I don't waste dream. No. Whoa, I'm sorry everybody. That hurt me too. I don't waste dream that fine. Sorry. That sounded so fucking crazy.
We know that you ain't singing your songs no more. We can hear that you are singing horribly. You don't move like you thought you do. The J-Lo that you remember is the J-Lo that is not here no more. She is only a memory. You are 54. You are not hitting them moves like you think you're hitting them moves. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm just real tired of seeing it. As we know, Chrisean Rock is still in jail. Blueface is still in jail. And what we don't know is exactly where Chrisean Rock Jr. is. But if I had to speculate, I'm gonna assume that he's probably with Marsh or somebody in the family who doesn't have a social media account, which I think is pretty smart because we don't want to see that baby going through separation, or I'm sure he has some sort of anxiety, just missing his mama naturally. So I'm sure he's with someone who's taking good care of him. Here's what I want to say. Chrisean, girl, I hope you learned your lesson, girl. I hope you learned your lesson. I hope you come out of this mug, and I hope that you having this time away from Blueface is helping you think about yourself. I hope that since you pray, you be in your Bible all the time, you be doing all that, I hope that this is God sitting you down. And I know if Chrisean is truly into God, like she says she into God, then God is keeping that baby. Wherever that baby's at, that baby is being kept. Now, did God separate Blueface and Chrisean so Chrisean could get over him? I would say so. God work in mysterious ways. I used to always have a prayer like, God, if this man is not for me, let him, this is so stupid, let him hurt me so bad that I'm like, oh, no, I can't do this. Worst prayer I ever prayed, but it was the greatest prayer I ever prayed because I would get a lot of signs that I wasn't supposed to be with a dude. And it was up to me to decide on if I wanted to keep on going with him because I knew heartbreak would be worse from him than my realization of, oh, I got to go ahead and leave you alone. So I'm hoping that Chrisean in jail thinking about it like that. Whatever's going on with her and Tesehki, I think that it'll eventually be healed.
I never met him, so it's like my instincts, the same instincts that came
to me when Chrisean was getting eggs thrown at her when we was on that sprint and me and her was just arguing before they opened those doors and they started throwing eggs at her. That same instinct of protect your fucking people, protect your loved one. The same instinct came in when I seen that Kandi sitting right there like 2-3 hours ago when I was getting her blood. I was like, oh, I started calling people. Is it really happening? And it mind you, everybody know that I'm booked all the way up until October as of right now. I'm taking bookings in October as we speak, but mind you, my children are good. My children are perfectly good. You hear me, Brandon? They're perfectly fine. The first thing I thought of was, how am I gonna put Junior with my children and make sure I still get the bag, but make sure he's good?
Girl, maybe you are starting to soften up. Maybe you do wish you could have did something more to help her. And maybe while Chrisean's away, she's thinking to herself, who is important in her life? I don't think that she has good friends. I'm not sure if y'all know who Lola Lee TV is, but Lola Lee TV reported on Marsh and that guy that was talking about don't give any money to Chastity, Chrisean's sister. And I'm like, Marsh and that boy Zoe or Zio, they potentially had a relationship and they got into it online and he ain't gay? That was the only thing that I was thinking about, because I was like, I could have sworn that dude that was talking about do not donate any money was gay. I'm surprised that he had a relationship with Marsh. And apparently they had some subliminals back and forth between each other. And he was talking about how he felt with Marsh on his close friends on Instagram. Well, somebody must have took some screenshots. They leaked it. Everybody was able to see it and trying to figure out and piece together what was being talked about. So if there was something going on between Marsh and that boy, Marsh must be hella masculine. She must be extremely masculine. And I don't want to exist in that girl. I don't know. Like, I'm a masculine woman, you feel me? But I don't know. I like to be dainty when I'm with mine. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be thinking about stuff. I don't want to be the boss. I don't want to be doing all that stuff. But you know, girl, that's just what I was thinking. That's just a couple of things that was getting on my nerves. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have been the Just Kason brand. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.